Oh, well, that was pretty stressful, wasn't it? That was stressful. Bonjour, stressful. Hello, welcome along to the channel. Please like, please subscribe. England defeat in their opening game against France as they aim to retain European glory with a back-to-back European Championship win. Not the start that they were looking for whatsoever. There were moments there towards the final 5-10 minutes of the game where you were going, they're going to come back into it. Michelle Agyemang staking the claim that she should absolutely be getting more minutes in this tournament without a doubt. Like, subscribe, get in the comments. How do you feel after that game, England fans? I mean, my money is on you for this tournament. I think you can absolutely retain and win it. I want England to win it. If Russia were here in the country and she saw me downstairs, the way that was also stressful for me, she'd hate me. But I'm okay with it. If England get to the final, I'm wearing the England top. I don't care. I don't care what anybody thinks about me, even Rue. Because if they go on to win this after that, well, Russia should be wearing an England top, that's for sure. Okay, it started strong, started lively for England. They came out positive, full of energy, confidence, and Alessia Russo scores a nice goal. However, our old pal VAR, big VAR, interferes, and sure enough, the goal is offside. And I'm looking at the lines, and I actually really don't know how that's offside. Is it offside? It's hard to tell. I don't really know how it's that offside. I don't know about that one. Apparently, Beth Mead's shoulder is further forward than the defender. So I don't know who's getting advantage here. I don't know. It's so tight. It's so tight. If you haven't seen it, go on social media. You'll see it there. It's a shame, actually, that's ruled offside. And classic Alessia Russo, finishing goals that you shouldn't be finishing was a tricky one to connect with, and she managed to connect and put it into the back of the net, and then it's ruled offside, and then momentum swings completely in England. I think from there, I don't know about you, I feel get bullied for the rest of that first half. They were all over the place. There was a couple of poor performances from players we'll come to in just a second. But France took it from there. They were passionate. They were playing with emotion. They were technical. They were strong. They were physically winning their battles. And France started to really kick into gear. Katoto getting the first one. Marie-Antoinette Katoto, who is one of my favourite players. She's one of my players to watch out for in this tournament. And she opened the scoring. And then Sandy Baltimore of Chelsea made it 2-0. And a really positive performance then from the French. I want to just talk about England now. I'm keen to know your thoughts because, I've got no skin in this. I've got no dog in this fight, other than the fact that I would like England to go on and do well, purely because I like to watch the rise of women's football in this country. It's fabulous. I feel Lucy Bronze had a bad game, and Georgia Stanley had a very poor game. That said, they're both outstanding players, and you think if they have an off game, you trust and believe that they're going to come back into it. I just feel they had a couple of clangers in them today. Lucy Bronze, she's all heart in a way, and that's what I like about her. But I felt kind of was a bit dodgy at times, and Georgia Stanley losing the ball a number of times as well. So I would have called for changes there a little bit sooner. Sarina Wiegman stuck with it, and then she started to make her changes around about 60 minutes, which is fair. Niamh Charles came on, a solid player. I'm just not sure if she's the kind of player who's going to win you it. And I said that to my dad. I'm watching the game with him. Sure enough, she puts in that lovely pass across, and it gets to Kira Walsh, and Kira Walsh scores, what is that, like her second goal or something for England? And what a lovely goal it was. And at that point, momentum shifts again back to England, and you're going, hold on a minute, they're going to nick a draw here. They're going to do it. They're going to absolutely nick a point. And I'm on the edge of my seat. Grace Clinton and Michelle Agyemang, I think, could be secret weapons in this team, because the reason I think it is that I think they're a little bit raw, and I think they've not got the major tournament experience, so they're coming in here all heart. I mean, it could go against them. It is something that, might affect them in time. But from what we saw tonight, they're creative players, they're hungry, and Michelle Agyemang just wants to win games, and she had chances, didn't she, towards the dying minutes of the game, and it wasn't to be. Walsh, great goal. It finishes 2-1. And this is the worst possible start for the Lionesses, isn't it? Or is it? Is this the kind of thing where they go away, they'll have a little recovery, they'll sit down tomorrow, they'll watch the game, they'll go, okay, here's what we need to do better. I'd say France in this group was their toughest opposition. But then you've got to look at the Netherlands sitting handsome at the top of the group after the first game. On goal difference after their 3-0 win over Wales earlier on. I think the Lionesses can still top the group. I think this is their toughest game. I think they'll get a win over the Netherlands, and I think they'll get a win over Wales. I think the Netherlands will get a draw against France and a draw against England. Does that make sense? Yeah, I think it does. Does that make sense? I don't know. I've had about 3 wines and I'm knackered. Either way, not the result Lioness fans would have been looking for. A good game all the same. I have to say, I'm not sure how that was offside. I feel that the Lionesses have been robbed ever so slightly in that situation, and it really did absolutely change everything about that game, that first half. It changed absolutely everything, and I just don't think I don't know if it is offside. I think that's a clanger. And funnily enough, I'm just looking at some of the comments here just on social media, and some people are saying how the officiating is worse than the women's game. I'm like, duh. They're barely even, they're not even full time. Half of them. Of course the officiating's worse. That's so poor. I mean, it's like they've looked for a way to rule that goal off. They've looked for it to be offside. And I actually don't know what they're going on. Because they've put it down to if they put it down to the elbow or the shoulder, how? It's bizarre, honestly. I've gone full-blown England fan right now, and I don't even care. Get in the comments. I just burped, excuse me. Like I say, shattered. Good game, though. Entertaining, and it keeps Group D rather interesting. Get in the comments. Let me know your thoughts on that. Who had a good game for you? Who had a poor game? What changes would you make? And do you still think the Lionesses can go on and win the European Championships for a second time in a row? Back to back. Great goal, by the way, from Kira Walsh. I know she just got back to business, picked up the ball, moves up the pitch, wants to get things going again. But a great goal from her. France, looking dangerous, looking very, very dangerous. I don't know why earlier on when I was sitting doing my Netherlands chat against Wales, I was very much so ruling France as finishing third in this group, and that very well be the case. They could finish first or second, obviously. Now I'm really thinking about things a little bit differently. I'm pretty sure Russo said she would have France and Germany down as her winners ahead of the Lionesses, but interesting all the same. Anyway, let me know your thoughts. Like and subscribe. As you know, we're here for the long haul. We're here till the end of the European Championships. I want to try and get to like 23,000 subs, okay? You know this channel started in the last Euros, and you know it's been the life and soul of your party. So keep liking, subscribing, get in the comments. Let me know your thoughts. Bye.